Welcome back to Jessica's Craft Time. We're starting a new miniature room. So this is holiday time. It came in, let me just get the box. It's a DIY house do it yourself. So it's different. The last brand I did was Cute Bee. This is Cute Room. This one did come from AliExpress, if I remember correctly, but I'll put the link down in the description. So it's just a little room. I'm excited to get started. I was going to do my big house. I was going to start this one, if you can see it. I really want to do it. I think it looks amazing. But I opened the instructions and there's no English in there. It's not coloured. And my brain went, I can't deal today. So we're not doing it. We're doing this one. This one has very similar instructions to the Cute Bee one. It's got your lighting diagram, some, sorry about the noise. Hang on, let me see if hang on, I'll go and see if I can shut the doors. Sorry, I've got neighbours working outside. Yeah, very similar instructions. It has each packet A, which the packets have all got A or B or whatever on them, and then it has a breakdown of each of the pieces. It also has the measurements in centimeters on it, so I was able to double check I had the right piece. So far I'm liking the instructions. It also has little tips, and it's all in English, it's all in color, and it's really easy to follow. So what I've done a little bit different I'm going to do with this one is I've actually prepped each thing. So I'm hoping to make this whole, what do they call it, high cabinet today. We'll see how we go. But I have prepped everything. So this is where you can use all those green boats that you get from your diamond paintings. I have 5 in front of me that I've prepped each little piece and pop them all in my green boat. They don't roll around and I can keep them separate. So we want our little box. Now it actually says to press the folding area with a ruler, cut lightly with knife in order to easily fold and avoid cutting off, folding and avoid cutting off. This method is applicable to all paper that needs to be folded. I don't know if I'm that good, but we'll give it a shot. I am not a fan of knives and I'm very good at cutting things that I don't need to be cutting. So whether I can do it, what I might actually do, instead of using the blade, I might just, let's see if that worked, to make it easier to fold. Oh, it does. Okay, so I'm not going to use the blade side of my craft knife. I'm just using the back side of it. So that's scoring, because I think like your bone folder, that's what your bone folder is for, but I think my bone folder I would just do, the tip on it's not white. No, the tip on it's too fat for this kind of like delicate work. So if you see, it's just sort of way too fat compared to a knife. So I don't think the bone folder would work. So we're just doing it to all the pieces. So yeah, I've gone ahead and cut them out so you don't have to sit here watching me cut them out. Found all the pieces, which were really easy to find because the instruction gives you sizes and they're really in clear. This other one, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'll do it. I don't think I'll video doing it. It's I tried deciphering the instructions and I just couldn't. I went, this is all too hard. So I'm just going to go and fold. Hopefully I've actually scored it enough that when you fold it, it makes a difference. Yeah, those instructions, Oh man, I really want to do it, but far out. That's so like, try definitely to make sure I don't order another one of those because they are confusing. It's because they're not printed in color. It's not in English. There's no English in it whatsoever. So I'm just going off numbers, and I looked at the first piece and I'm like, this has got something extra on it and I don't know what it is. What glue am I going to use today? What glue am I going to use today? Oops. I might just use my fine tip glue, I think, because I just need to put a little dab of glue on each of those little flaps. Oh, I took the whole, I didn't want to do that. Oh no, my glue's stuck, that's why. Let's dry it out. And I didn't get my wipe out. Never get my damn wipe out, do I? Okay. So we just need, not that much. Much smaller amount. Okay. So I'm just going to cap this while we'll put this one together. Because of fine tip glue, if it dries, then it's going to clog the nozzle on it. I feel that bit needs to come in a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so there's the bottom. So these are all decorations to go onto your, what do they call, high cabinet. And you don't need that much. I just put that much on, and you didn't need that much. I need to start using my tweezers more because my fingers are too big and fat. There you go. There's a little box top. We'll just let that sit and dry for a second. Now this is where it's confusing. I'm going to let that sit and dry before I do the next step. But I have to roll these. Not sure how I'm going to... What if we try and use our tweezers to roll them? Because they're not very big to even get a grip to keep to start with. And of course I started the wrong end, didn't I? I didn't cut these, when I cut them apart, I didn't cut the tiny little slither off, because I figured as long as you roll that in the middle, that tiny little slither is not going to make much of a difference in the width of each one. Okay. So that needs a little bit. I might roll all of them and then try and glue them. Do you reckon I need to glue them? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't need to glue them shut. They're going to be glued into it anyway. That's fun. So the little tweezers, so the tweezers that I'm using are your fine tipped ones you get, the pointy ones you get in diamond painting kits. See, different crafts do cross over. There was something, I started working on And I'm not sure when this will go up to if I've finished it already, but I started working on, because I'm a little bit ahead with my dolls' houses, but I'm enjoying making them, so I'm just going to keep filming them. I went ahead and started my koi waterfall diamond painting, which is quite a big one. I forget the size, but it's quite big. It's not a little one. Anyway, I was placing down drills and not really thinking. And then I went to place one last night, and the background colour was brown or green. The drill I had in my hand was purple. And I've since gone back through every single colour thinking that I've put the wrong colour. I'm really good at getting my numbers mixed up. So I've done it before in a kit where I've bagged it up and I've put the wrong colour. Okay, this says cut out B9 according to the size and stick it in the box. Stick 4 angles outwards. What do you mean stick 4 angles outwards? We basically want that to go in there, and then it's going to be tricky. It needs to sit in the bottom. I'm going to get my tear and tape. Where is it? Come here, come to me, and stick it in the bottom. Yeah, so I have kitted up before that I've put the wrong colour in. So hubby very nicely, as he walked past me to say, I'm going to bed. I'm like, but I've got this problem. Ah. And he sat there and I went through every single colour to make sure I had the right colour in the right number. And there's 2 colours, and unfortunately one of the colours that I'd already placed, I'd placed quite a few of them. So I sat there this morning and pulled them all off, and I should have clicked when I was doing it, because I was putting brown drills down on a green background, but they were trees. I'm like, maybe there's green in these trees. No, it's meant to be green. So I've contacted the company and she got back to me straight away, and she's going to send out she's got some extra drills on hand. So she's going to send out, because there's about 1,000 of each of these. There's a lot. Whether we actually need all of it, I don't know, but that's how many of the colours that I've got. I'm going to put some more tape. No, the tape doesn't really work. It needs to fold. Corners need to fold down. I reckon it might actually just sit itself. And then we're going to put the stick 4 angles outwards. It's kind of sitting already itself. I'm just going to use a tacky glue for this and fill it up in the middle. Yeah, so I contacted her straight away. She's got a few on hand at the moment that she's going to send to me, and she's going to contact where she gets them from, and they will have to send some drills out to her to replace the ones that she's sending to me. And if I need any more, then hopefully by the time I need more, they'll have made it to her and she'll have more to give me. Because if I just wait for the company to send, it's going to come from China and it's going to be weeks. So luckily she's got them on hand and she'll be able to send them to me, so I can at least keep going. She is in New South Wales, so it shouldn't take too long to get to me. And I've just dropped that on my page. And like always, I didn't get my wipe out, so I'm going to have to do that in a second, because I don't want to leave these. I don't want to leave the glue on the page. So that was my morning. So then I sat there this morning picking all these off. Oh, that's where I started this story. So how crafts cross over. So I found that the Stampin' Up Take Your Pick tool, which has got like a sticky putty at one end. Please tell me I stuck it in the right bit. I did. And then that kind of just sits on there. I'm not going to, and then that sits on there, but I'll glue them all together when we put them in. Oops. So that's that one done. The next one is books. So I'm just going to do one and then I'll pause you and come back. So we've got these strips that we need to fold and then put in the book covers. So yeah, so she got back to me. She'll send it to me. But the Take Your Pick tool, it was really, really good at picking the drills off. I tried using tweezers like this, but the ones that I've got inside have got a much finer tip and they were bending, and the Take Your Pick tool I was able to kind of get under each drill and flick it up. So who knows where the drills are now. I did catch some of them, but most of them, not most of them, I did get most of them, but quite a few of them went sort of ping, and I went, I don't care right now, because of course I discovered this at nearly midnight last night, because you know I got really annoyed because I finally caught Rachel Ray's live and I was listening to that, and then I had to turn it off because I needed concentration. I needed to concentrate. So I got really excited that a live popped up and I was going to catch it. And I knew it would be a late one, but I'm like, that's all right. I'll just sit here and diamond paint. And then that happened and I'm like, there goes my diamond painting tonight. So you just xylophone that, and then we just stick this. We've got little book covers, and what I did last time was I used this tear and tape again, and I'm just going to put a little bit inside each cover. Nope. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to peel this off. I didn't even bother folding the covers. What I did last time was I peeled that off. I suppose it doesn't matter which way I stick it down. And then I very carefully stuck the first bit on. And then I just wrapped the book cover around to tape the second bit on, and then folded the book. You can kind of just manipulate it then. So these are going sort of stacked up on the bookcase. So there's our little book. So I'm going to pause you. I'm going to do all 5 of them and then I'll come back because I know you don't want to really see me sit there and do that. So I'll be back soon. Okay, all our little books are made. 5 little books, done. So now we're up to here. So we need to make some little decorative plates. It says cut out the grey part of the center, then cut via the red real line. So stick the shadow part. Okay, so if you can see this here. So we need to cut out this grey section here and then cut those lines so that it all comes in together. I probably could have done this. They're the wrong scissors, so they're not going to work. But yet again, I'll just do one and then I'll pause you, go and do the others. Actually, no, I might just do one and then I'll keep filming, and it might be the first time I work out how to fast forward. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I should play with that first. Yeah, let's just make one and then I'll pause you again. I'll go off, make the other 2, and then we can come back and see how they all turned out. So I'm just snipping those little solid red lines. Oh, okay, I wasn't meant to cut off that. I wasn't meant to cut off that grey bit. Damn. So you're only meant to cut that middle bit out, but not that grey bit. Okay. Whoops. Okay, that's going to make it a bit difficult. What if we put some tape on the back? Why not? Why not? Long scissors. Wrong scissors. I always use the same scissors that have got my tag on the end. Okay, so let's... Oh, that didn't work because the tape stuck to my finger. Okay. Real life here. Real life. Stuck to my finger. Get off. Alright, I'm just going to butt them up. That tape will be fine. It'll be fine. Let's get our tweezers. So we want these bits to kind of overlap each other, I guess. Stuck to my finger again. That'll do. Now, I've got some of the tacky glue here. I'm just going to paint it. It's gone really tacky because it's been sitting for a while. Just going to put some drops in there. I'm not really caring about what the back looks like because that's going to... doesn't matter which way this goes, it does. Let me just look. Okay. Actually, I might go this way. Hold that one there. Pick up this little piece if we can. Ah, there you go. I don't want to see. We have our little plate. There you go. All right. So you've got to remember not to cut out the grey section. Don't cut off. I'll show you what I mean. I'll bring it closer. So you want to cut out this section, but leave this section as a tab is what you stick it together. So I'm going to do the other two plates and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So we've got our 3 little plates made. So the next one's another little difficult one. I don't know if you can see the instructions. There you go. I'll pull them down. Pull this up, pull that down. This one is like a little box. So I've taken out the little cardboard template and I've stuck it onto there. Then we have to fold this round. Then we have to tape. There's a lot of gluing in this one. This one is going to be difficult. So I'm just going to get some more tacky glue because I really don't know. If I try and do super glue, I'm just going to glue myself. So I think I might just do the tacky glue. If I get it on me, it doesn't really matter. I need some tweezers for this. If I do 3 sides, I guess. And then we'll come back for the 4th. So I've just put glue all the way around the edge. So then we want to fold this little bit of cardboard all the way around to create a box. Oops. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Okay. I need to work out how to hold these. Okay. Let's try again. Which section did I glue? Oops. I'm very uncoordinated when it comes to tweezers. Okay, I need the other ones. Okay, so then we want that bit to go there. So, oh, that was a lot of glue I just picked up. We do not need that much. Okay. I'm just going to hold that there and wait for it to stick for a little bit. Then we need to wrap this one round and then the red one. Why they couldn't have just done them as one piece, I don't know. So I think I'm going to need a little bit more glue, and I'm just going to... Actually, let's try our fine tip glue. Let's try it a different way. Whoops. Remember, you need to cap your glue. Oh, I've pulled the wrong thing off again. Pulled the wrong bit off. Okay. How are we going to do this? Pick that up there. Okay, just on the tip of it. Pick this one up with these tweezers. And we want to make sure we're the right way around. We're not. They're like little, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. They're like little Santa Clauses. That is not gripped well enough. Okay, we'll just glue our fingers. That's okay. Let's see how this fine tip glue goes. No, the tacky glue worked better. Right, that's very... Now, somehow I've got to get this tiny little red strip. How is that going to work? That red strip is so tiny. Okay. I'm just going to... What if I just... No. See, my mind's like, what if I just do this? See, you get to see all my errors, all my ways, and then you can choose your own way. And if you've got a tip, I'd love to hear it, what you're doing with things, if you're making these. Because surely, if we put everyone's mind together, we can create beautiful little miniature rooms. Now, I don't even know where the join was on the last one. I haven't even married it up. Which probably wasn't. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, look at that. I even married it up. Okay, let's try and raise that up a little bit so we're not cutting Santa's head off. Stick. We'll try and raise it up a bit. And then we won't be cutting Santa's head off. Oh, we did it. Okay. I do need to clean my fingers, I think, because it's sticking to my fingers now. Right. Now we've got to put the lid on the box. So I'm just going to tacky glue all the way around the edge. Pick up our little box lid. There you go, a little Santa box. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is this here. So I'm thinking with this one, we need, first we need to roll this into a candle. So I'm going to do the same. Just use the tweezers. Try and roll it. There you go. This one, I think I might use the E6000 glue though, because I found it glues better when it comes to beads and metal than what the tacky glue does. I don't need a lot of it. I'm going to get a clean toothpick out too. So what I might even do, so this bead has a big opening and then a little one. I want to use the little one. Stick it. And then we've got to stick this candle in. Somehow get it to stay up. My bead's falling. Oh no, I think it's gone through to the tray. Yeah, it has. Okay, we might have to just hold this up for a little bit until it dries because I've just glued the tray. Okay. Now we have to get all these bits in. So, I'm just going to pull them off. Sorry, I'm not sure if you can see me. I just pulled them off. What I'm going to do... I got it in the tweezers. I'm just going to put some of that E6000 glue right around the base. And then we're going to pick up these little green bits. Oh, look, that's a nice long bit. And glue it on. Oh, there's another long bit. Perfect. It's stuck to my tweezers now. Get some other bits and stick them in here. Come on. We're trying to create like a wreath around a candle. Okay. Now we've got 2 little gold beads here I need to cut in half without hopefully losing them. Have I got enough glue? Yeah, I think I do. So we've got 2 little gold beads we need to put in. Tiny little gold beads. And, oops, it's stuck to the tweezers. Come on, come off the tweezers. Very delicate, very delicate. And then we've got 2 red. Now these are polystyrene, so hopefully this glue doesn't melt them. We'll find out. And that is our little candle. I'm not going to take them off the tweezers. I'm just going to sit it there because the glue did drip down through the base of it. I'm going to sit that there. Right. I think we're done with our tweezers and scissors for today. The last thing we need to do, let me just clean off all these little bits of green, is we need to construct the wardrobe and put everything on it. So I'm just getting my tacky glue. So the first bits, I've got everything out again. So I've just got, you've got your numbers, A19, which is that one, A21 are those 2. These are A20. So stick wood on paper backing. So all we need to do is get our toothpick, get some glue. That's way too much glue. You can just run the glue straight along here, but my glue is getting a little bit low, so it's a little bit hard to push out sometimes. So sticking onto the backing is really simple because it's got guidelines. I'm not sure. Yeah, you should be able to see that. As long as you stick it on the guidelines. So you've got your 2 shelves and your top bit there. Now this top bit overhangs. I've just stuck it to the instructions. So you just want to make sure you overhang it roughly the same. Oops, stand up. Don't be falling on me. And then we've just got the side bits here. So we want the fatter bit at the top. Oh, I need glue at the top as well. I actually really enjoy putting all this furniture together. I don't so much enjoy putting all those fiddly little bits together. Yes, my glue is not perfect, but I'm not perfect, and my crafts are never perfect. So if you want perfection, you need to find someone else, because it's not me, especially since I've just glued that back to the page. So I want to put a little bit on these bits here. Oops, a little bit too much. Across the top again. I keep picking up too much glue. I keep going over the top with the glue. It's okay. Put that in there. Okay, I think we're done. Looks a bit crooked, but that might just be me. So that's the top of it. I'm just going to sit that aside to dry. Now the bottom pieces we have here. We need to stick this onto the front. That gives us our little pretty Christmas decorations. I'm just going to get some more glue. So I'm just going to run some glue along. Yeah, it's not going to take much glue to glue them on. It's just paper. But I do want to make sure it's stuck. Okay. Now it goes that way. There you go. From there, we want to stick these bits on. So just along the edge here. And the same with the other side. And then we stick the brown to the top. That becomes our top shelf. And then we stick the top of the wardrobe together. Stand that up. Now this wood should overlap, so I'm going to glue the top of where it's sitting, because I don't know exactly where it's going to need the glue if I put glue on the brown piece. Things are bending a bit now, but that's all right. Once we get the brown piece on, I'll straighten them all up properly. Just flip it over. That's looking pretty good. So then from there we take this piece here. Now I'm going to put a good dollop, because it's only going to be these two bits holding the cupboard together. And then we want to set that at the back. There you go. We've got the wardrobe. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. Because now we don't have the wardrobe. It all just collapsed in my hand. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside to dry. We've made all the little bits and pieces to go onto it. So once it's dry, because I think if I try to glue things on now, we're going to end up as a complete disaster. Seems I just collapsed that whole thing then. So yeah, I'm going to set this aside to dry. Once it's dry, I'll take a photo and I'll pop a photo up at the end here with everything on it. But there you go. I'm going to lay it down flat so it hopefully sticks together if I stop touching it. It looks good. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. We've completed our first, I've got glue all in my book, messy one today. We've completed our first high cabinet. Next episode, next week, we shall do the fireplace. Oh, look at that. It's got a few little photo frames and a clock and the fireplace with all the wreath around it. So yeah, then we've also got a bench, a piano. Oh, that looks like some sort of chandelier. Got to make some cushions, a whole couch. Got to have some poinsettias, some other bouquets of flowers. I love this, the turkey. There's a whole roast turkey. More candelabra on a table. We've got to have a wreath for the front door. Got to make some curtains, some flower boxes. Got to have a Christmas tree, some presents, a snowman, and then we put it all together. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I'll stick it all together and pop a photo at the end here of how it comes along. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your day, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.